if LeBron James tells me to shoot the ball like this, I'm going to start shooting the ball like that because it's successful.
Yeah,
if a comic's doing this and he's killing on the road with tickets, and I don't give a fuck if I'm in New York and I'm in Africa. I look at the LA guys, I'm like, damn, all these boys are selling the shows out. All these boys are crushing podcasts.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like
it's weird, right?
What it is when you have there's like a famine mentality out there because you can actually make money doing comedy in New York.
Like spots.
Yeah, like that's why you guys got rich.
Money's all relative.
Everything's relative, but like the West Coast guys, you guys all got rich because you can't make no fucking money out here, right? Like I remember once I did a spot at the Hollywood Improv, great club, and then she tried to make me sign a W2 or whatever, a W9 for $7.50. She had 2 quarters in the envelope.
Yeah.
And I was like, you good, bro? Did you just shit your pants, Mark?
No. Bro, me too. I was like, goddamn, middle of a story here, bro.
Jesus, Mark.
How you guys doing in New York? But
this ain't the spot over there. We'll take mat practice. What was that shit?
Mat talk.
That was that mat talk right there.
Good mat fart.
So, I don't know, where was
you can make money out here. Like if you do a show in the main room, you can do it.
No. What I mean spot pay. So like now there was a time in LA when I would come here back in the day and it was like you make $10.50, $7.50, $10 for these just little spots, not headlining a show, doing 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Now maybe that money's gone up.
It's different, yeah.
Right. But there was a time where it didn't seem like you were making enough money to sustain yourself, make a living.
So you had to figure out shit out, acting
or the other things, podcasting, right? Like you guys, web series, writing, like everybody here was doing something else as well. And you found out how to make that other thing, make you guys millions of dollars. So it's like, back home, I think what's crippling is that comics in New York can make just enough money to survive.
That's all they want
at the spots. And I think inherently comics are lazy. I think the ones that aren't end up doing really well, but we'll do the least amount of work to get the thing we want. And if you ask a lot of comics, they're like, man, I just want to make a living at this. And motherfucker, that's all you'll do.
Yeah.
If that's where you set it,
you're there.
You won't go you might not even get there, but you will not go any further. So the worst thing about New York is often the best thing, right? The best thing about New York is there's all this stage time. There's all these guys that are amazing. The worst thing is that you can get the golden handcuffs. You can get all this stage time.
You
can just barely make a living. Now, if you're just barely making a living, do you have enough to share or help? No.
Nope.
Because if you take one spot from me,
it's problems.
It's like, well, how am I going to pay my rent? So now you're not really helping. Now you're really fighting for yours.
That makes sense.
Right? Whereas I imagine out here, spots are still competitive, that kind of stuff. But guys are trying to get on the road. Guys are trying to open for people, etc.
Yeah.
So what I try to just get guys to realize is like, the comedy in New York is the gym. It has to be your gym. That is not your end goal.
That's your spot.
I know there's a lot of guys in New York who are like, man, I just want to get past in the cellar, and that's going to be it. And it's like, I was just talking to Tell last week, and I was like, that's the problem. The mentality is people just go, I want to be in the cellar, and then that's it. And it's like, he goes, no, this is the gym. This is where you work out. You make your living on the road.
Yep.
But it's like the OGs understood that. The older guys understood. But I think the younger guys looked up to those OGs so much, and they kind of just... And they had this romantic view of what that would be like. So they stopped dreaming past that. And what I'm trying to get them to do is like understand what gets you past that.
Because those OGs though,
nobody's goal should be to just do spots at the cellar. The goal should be you just walk in and be like, all right, I'll do some time.
Yeah.
Like my goal, even in the city, and there's a lot of great clubs in the city. There's New York Comedy Club, amazing. The Stand is really good, and obviously the Cellar, really good places.
Yeah, Gotham, right?
Gotham's more of a headliner club. Those are like the headliner.
You're not doing spots there?
Nah. Maybe I'll pop in. I'll do like a comedy juice and stuff like that. But there's a lot of great stage time. But what I got to get them to realize is this is a means to an end. Like I never in my whole career looked at the Cellar as the end. I was like, oh, I want to be here because it's always sold out, and I can work out material more.
Yeah.
It was there for me to work out material. Even, I remember when I first got past there, and it was like, I was trying new jokes, and people were like, what are you're worried about trying new jokes? I'm like, well, what's the point of being here? Like,
yeah. How would I know if they work?
Yeah. Like, I'm going to do my best shit for $25.
Yeah.
If we do the road, you know what I mean? You're making.
You don't want to try shit on the road.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I'll try shit wherever. But I guess my point is
well, now because you're you. But before, if you were young, let's say you're headlining your first 2 or 3 years, you're on the road and you start doing bullshit crowd work for 30 minutes. Be like, I'm not coming to this shit
crowd
again.
Work, yo.
Like, it's just bullshit.
Yo, fuck that shit. That shit sucks, crowd work, man. Yo, you should never do that, guys. Never do a whole
Not
special.
now.
Never do a whole special.
Not now, dog. But when you first started headlining, like, you got to bring your A material, man.
Yeah, no, you got to kill. Absolutely, you got to kill. And if you're not good at, crowd work, then don't do it. Or if you're not good at those types of things, don't do it. You got to murder. But that was my philosophy. It was just like, hey, I want to make sure that you want to come back next year. That's always what I'm thinking.
Everyone should be.
Yeah,
if you go to a market and you sell less tickets, there's problems.
Yeah, and it happens.
Oh, yeah.
And motherfuckers have ebbs and flows. Like, I get it. Like, someone had, like, a big pop because of something. You could do, like, the correspondence dinner or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And, like, everybody knows you, and then afterwards it's not as popular. But that's an ebb and flow. It's going to be natural in a career.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's part of it. But that's it. It's just getting people to understand there are things that if you dream bigger, you go bigger.
But the guys in New York, like Soder and fucking Norman, like everyone they're doing it.
They're doing it. They're starting to get it.
They still, you talk to Norman, you talk to Soder, they're like, we shouldn't have to do social media, but we do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I'm sure basketball players wish they didn't have to, jog, but you do.
Yeah,
it's a new game.
Business.
Yeah, it's like with MMA and shit. It's like, I'm sure back in the day, motherfuckers like, I don't want to learn jujitsu. Why?
Yeah, they didn't have to.
I'm a bar fighter. I just want to go and swing on a dude.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the ground.
What is this ground shit? Like, I'm not good enough to be a boxer. I just want to go hook off on somebody. Yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, these jujitsu guys come in and say like, all right, I gotta learn jujitsu.
You have to learn it.
And now it's a whole different group of comics coming up who started young. I was talking about this with Mark yesterday. It's like, now that the internet exists, comics are starting young. You got comics that are 24 years old, been doing comedy for 6 years.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, and all these comics coming up, they're coming up watching our shit. Yeah. So they're like, okay, I got to know how to edit video. I got to know how to, add subtitles. I know how to clips. I got to do all. So they're coming up. And it's like, if you want to stay in the game, you better know how to compete.
Yep.
It's like LeBron learned how to shoot threes.
Yep.
Because he had to. Yep. Jordan developed a fadeaway because he had to.
Yep.
You're not going to stay in this game off of just your name and people in New York going, I like you. No. You earn what you keep out here.
I mean, there's some guys who got grandfathered in, rightfully so, like Chappelle or some shit like that. But those days are it's going to be tough, man, unless you're on YouTube or
it's a new game,
nasty with the social media.
It's a new motherfucking game. And you know what? You should be excited because you actually got some fucking leverage now. 100%. Now you don't have to suck dick at these fucking comedy festivals where everybody's kissing up to the network execs.
Weren't you just at JFL though? Yeah. Weren't you at JFL?
Yeah, I'll go to JFL and I'll go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not schmoozing execs.
No, I don't hang out on them. Like, I'm doing JFL.
I take my guys when I go.
But me too. I'm taking my guys. I do the show, and then I'm if my boys are there, I'll see them.
I'm hanging out with comics.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's who I want to talk to.
Yeah, I'm out.
And even if I want to talk to like even I was talking to one of the guys at JFL the other day. One of the guys who runs the JFL the other day. He was at the stand, and I was just like, yo, what do you look for from new faces? Because I got friends of mine who, for some reason, value that shit, which there's no reason you should value it, but they do. They think it's going to change their life.
Well, because back in the day, it did. Like, Kevin Hart had a natural set in Montreal, and then fucking everything got popping.
Absolutely.
But now there's so many
back
other...
in the day, having a cannon on your castle was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just a different game now.
It's a different game. That being said, like, YouTube is JFL. Like, motherfuckers know about you already.
Yeah.
You don't got to go to the show. Just click a video, watch it.
And anyone can watch it, not just the crowd at JFL.
All this shit is changing, bro. It's like, it is. It is just, bro, it's all changing. Dude, I don't know how much longer agents are going to be around or managers.
That's legit.
Like, let's be honest.
Because they're just booking,
and I love
booking your venue. Yeah, I love mine too.
My agent is TJ, Mark Walter. I love you. You're my guy, so you're always going to be with me. And I say this so he doesn't get nervous or that kind of shit. Like
I'm with C.
No, that's my guy.
Never say never.
If he fucks me,
he might get fired.
It's in your hands. It's a matter of fact, you're fired. No. But like, what I've said to him is this: is like, all right, so you have these promoters. This is what a lot of people don't understand about the game once you get out of comedy clubs. When you're in comedy clubs, it's easy. Agent calls a comedy club puts a show on, we do the show. Then you start getting into theaters, right? So the agent doesn't call the theater. I just had to learn about this shit. The agent calls a promoter.
You're talking about like Live Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live Nation, AEG, any of these other.
Yeah.
So agent calls a promoter. The promoter calls a theater. The promoter puts on a show, right? Promoter pays me. Why do I need my agent to do that?
Yeah, he didn't do it. He doesn't negotiate or anything.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what I told my agent was like, you got to be careful because you don't realize it, but you're about to be boxed out. It's just like Uber drivers. Like right now, there's people listening to this podcast driving Uber thinking they got it sweet. The second Uber finds a way to drive that car without you, you are out of a job, fam.
I mean, you got probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So.
Well, if you plan on living more than 4 or 5 years, you might have figured that shit out.
You better figure it out.
Okay, so the thing with the agent, so I told him, I was like, you realize that they're slowly getting rid of you. Like, they do all the promotion. They have all the ticketing. They have everything.
Yeah, why am I giving you 10%?
You can handle the acts that do the comedy clubs, but once you get to the acts for theaters, right, I could literally call up Live Nation tomorrow or AG or any of these companies tomorrow and just be like, hey, I'm ready to go back on tour. So
New hour, yeah.
Yeah, just book all the things.
Here's the thing, though. You know, some of those
don't make yourself replaceable.
Like Live Nation, some of those other ones.
Yeah,
I have friends who they go to and go, "Oh, you have a tour? Well, we want you only to perform at our venues."
Yeah,
and they go, "Here's a flat rate. We don't give a fuck how many tickets you sell. You let us promote it. You do your thing on your end, but we're gonna give you a flat rate."
They came to me with that,
and it's big boy money,
son. They came. So
it's like you look at your agent, like, well. All the work's done.
That's what I told my agent, this was crazy. And I love it. My agent brought it to me. He brought the deal to me. And I was like, why? What are you doing? But you got to do this.
They wouldn't go direct to you, though.
They could. I could go direct. They could. But they offered me.
It gets a little dicey, though.
Fam, they offered me 7 figures for 1 year of touring, right? And then when you break it up to the amount of shows and that kind of stuff, you could see if it's worth it, this, that, the other. But what I'm telling my agent, I'm like, you could do this. Like, you got to do all this. I don't understand
the only way your agent shouldn't be fired if they said, let's say they offered you $3 million to do the
my
tour.
Agent
if you went back was like, yo, we need 5.
Yeah, no, my agent.
That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, my agent turned like he deserves it. He's a beast, and like he does a lot of like almost managerial stuff as well. Like that's my partner. I look at him as my business partner.
Yeah.
He just happens to be part of. He happens to be part of an agency.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get fired, but yeah.
But I'll take him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
As a friend.
Yeah, as a friend. No, we'll golf.
He'll be your assistant.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be my agent, but you're my assistant.
But you see where it's going, right? It's like,
I know.
With all the podcasts, everything is so niche. We have our following. We have all that kind of stuff. It's like
you don't have an agent handling your podcast stuff, right?
No, not at all.
Who does?
I don't even know what my agency does. Every once in a while, I'll call them. They'll be like, "Yo, this show looks kind of cool. Hot Ones.
Yeah.
I want to check out Hot Ones." And they'll be like, "All right, we're gonna look into that." And then they do jack shit.
You haven't heard from them?
They do nothing.
Complex.
You can't just call the fucking show so I can eat the spicy chips. Okay.
I mean, they're based out of New York. That's an easy one,
bro. They don't do anything. None of these people do anything. That's what I realized about this whole business. Nobody does anything. It's all incoming calls.
Well, it's all.
You think
it's all
Tom
reactive.
Cruise's
it's all
fucking
reactive.
agent is really like pitching shit? He's just waiting. Mission Impossible 14. All right,
up Tom.
Hey, Tom. Looks like they haven't figured out the mission's pretty possible.
Yeah.
You keep on doing it every single fucking time.
Yeah, it is weird. Like you want to ask them, like, think Monday through Friday. If they're working 9 to 5, I want to go. Yeah, you email me an offer from Cleveland or whatever,
bro.
But the rest of the day, what would you say you do for me?
Right.
Like, what's going on the rest of the day?
My agent's hustling. My PA agent is hustling. The other ones,
I love how you God bless them. You'd be like, no, but mine. But
no, that's my guy.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because that's my guy, man. Like, and I'm a very loyal dude to the people who like sacrifice and really ride or die for me. So, so that's important to me. And if you have those guys, you take care of them.
Yeah, but we're going to let them go.
We're going to let him go. You know what I mean? Like, it's time, bro. You know what I mean?
We're doing it here.
It's like
we do it here. I call mine and fire. We fire at the same time.
We just... Bro, are we going to do it? No. I love him. I love him.
Right now?
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.